Okay guys, so the wash is done. All done. Now I gotta flip this over to drain. And now it's gonna dump all that nasty water down my shower drain, which just goes through the system and outside. You can see how gross that is. And then I pulled all my mop ends off, and I'm gonna do them in a load next. I'll be running the spin dryer as well. So you can see how nappy this water is. That is gross, folks. Hella gross. If I open the lid, you can see the water level draining. It drains pretty quick. Good pump on this thing. I'm just kind of monitoring this hose so it doesn't shoot this way and make a hell of a mess. But I plan on mopping the floor again anyway. Look at that, guys. That's filling up fat. Why isn't my shower not draining? Or is it? Do I have a blockage? I hope to God not. Because if I do, I'm going to be shutting the drain off shortly. Should be done shortly anyway. That's going to be trouble. Why do I have a blockage? Or maybe it's just slow draining. I'm not entirely sure. No, there's some kind of blockage going on. I'm gonna have to look into that. But anyways, that's how it drains. It's just pumping what little water is left. I don't want to go over this bar because then I'll have a really hell of a mess in here. So I'm gonna stop the pump for now and see what the hell's going on. So let's do that. Go like that to normal, and we'll see what is going on with my drain. That's something I haven't seen before. I don't have a plunger, so I'm gonna have to pull the bottom and see what the hell's going on. Why is that plugged up? Craziness. Hey guys, so I found out why my shower wasn't draining. Outside, the main drain of the house is nappy. Look at this. So as soon as I pulled this off, Niagara Falls, so I can turn this back on drain again, and it will get the rest of the water out. I'm going to be doing a few loads anyway, so nice draining now. So I'm going to have to clean this filter mesh out. This was to keep bugs out somewhat, and it kept a whole lot of crap out. So I may throw this out and just cut a little filter resection. We'll see what happens. But anyways, we figured that out. Disaster averted almost. Floor's a little wet, but I can wash these rags now. Alright guys, so moving on, we're gonna go to the spin dryer. And it has this little thingamabob in there, and I'll show you that in a second. But I'm just gonna take out my towel. And actually I'll do both towels. And we'll do a spin dryer wash on those, and maybe these guys too, these little rags. So once they go in there, and I gotta show you that, you kind of push this little thingamabob down, okay, and then what I have to do is move the hose over to this section. I'm not gonna do anything with the washer yet. But I take this hose that was for the washer, hook it into the spin dryer section, and it will wash any particles and crap that you've seen on there out when I turn it on. So let's go ahead and drop the camera. We'll hook this up again, jam it up in there, and I'm going to turn the water on full. We're going to go to full spin wash, and that's going to shoot out and wash. Oh, not on the floor, please. That was close. Any of the nasties in there. So as I get, it's shaking, rattle, and rolling, so I gotta hold the camera, and that's gonna wash all the crap out of the system. Now, I really don't want to hold the camera here and do this at the same time, so let's go like this and put some rags on there. How about that? Because these rags are going to be washed anyway. So this is going to do a 5-minute cycle with water being entered in, and it's going to spin really quick and kind of go through the system and get any more soap residue and shit out of the stuff. And I can actually close it down to about half, so it's less water going in, which is nice. And I'm barely using much out of the tank, which is okay. So you can even trickle it, do just a tad little bit of water in there. Eventually you just shut it right off like so, and then that will wring out the rest of the water. Now I normally do run this twice, so I run it with the water for a little bit, as you've seen, for a little bit, a couple minutes, and then I will redo the spin cycle without any water, so it kind of gets rid of all the crap in there, type of deal. So that's the main thing. Pretty sweet. So yeah, so I'll run this till 0, and then I will redo it, but without adding any more water on this cycle, and that'll kind of dry everything out. So there you go. Now, if you guys are any long-term subscribers to my channel, you know that this blue battery here that I got at Canadian Tire over here in Canada was one of my main setups for off the grid. It is no longer, and I need to give it some major TLC because those solar panels failed that I had, the cheap knockoff ones that I got screwed on by that company. And what we're going to do today is we're going to hook up the setup to, if I can untangle everything and drop everything, we're going to hook this up to my newly bought lithium iron phosphate charger, and this will hopefully rehab this battery back to snuff. So I can turn this switch on because that activates that. This is the battery charger off of 120 volts. Power is on, and the reason I'm doing this now is try to recover this battery, but also 40 amps coming into the batteries. Now when this hits 14.2, it's going to do overvolt disconnect on me. That's how much power I'm bringing in. So I got to use more and more and more and more to get this to charge up. So let's see what the voltmeter says. 13.9, yeah, right. Not in your lifetime. Uh-oh, we're gonna overvolt on the MPPT. So that means I need to use more power. That means TV's going on. And what else can I turn on? I'll turn some lights on. More lights. They're LEDs, they won't do much, but I also have a set of lights in here I can turn on. Click, click. Those lights up there are on. TV's on. And I need to drain the battery more. So I gotta run the washer some more heavily and do all kinds of stuff, guys. So But because if I overvolt disconnect, I have to literally shut a switch off and reset the MPPT charge controller. It is 11 o'clock, so I'm getting almost full sun. High noon normally, you know. So the spin washer needs to turn back on. We're gonna run some more. And then I gotta do the rugs and another load with mop heads and rags and stuff, with some heavy stuff in there. So we're gonna be doing that. There's not much else I can turn on. So I'm thinking I almost have to install that air conditioner shortly, pronto. I don't know if the cord will reach over there. We're gonna find out though. So hang in there, guys. I'll see if I can set things up.